Hi everybody, it's Dana Robinson, and I want to talk to you really quick about Mimio Vote. It's a really cool new device that the Wilmington Middle School has, and most other schools in the district have them as well. You just have to figure out who is in charge of kind of maintaining it, and you can kind of take it and borrow it from them. It's a really cool device, so let's get started. So the Mimio Vote has three parts. The first is the base or the charging tray. It looks just like this. Each school has a 24 set, meaning we have 3 rows of 8 each. And you can see that the handsets kind of nestle right into these little kind of crevices right here, and they'll charge while they're in the base. Next thing are the handsets. So like I said, the schools have 24 of these. So each student can have one. I do have one class of 25, so sometimes I might just partner 2 kids up to share one, just to kind of make do with what we do have. And then there's the hub. So if you have a Mimio Teach or a Mimio kind of dynamic board that magnets to your front board, it's a very similar hub to that. So you'll plug that into your computer as well to use the Mimio Vote system. Okay, so the first thing you're going to do is plug the base into the wall and then connect that Mimio hub. Again, this is the hub right here, so just put it into one of your USB ports. And then you're going to push the charging station light button. So this is where it is right here. It's this green button right here. It'll probably be amber initially, and then you'll push that and it will connect to the hub and to your computer, and once it turns green, you're pretty much ready to go. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to open a Mimio Studio notebook, and I will walk you through this. I just want to kind of go through the notes really quick before we actually practice doing it. So you'll open a Mimio Studio notebook file. You'll open the gallery. Again, so you can see I kind of zoomed in here so you can see what I was looking at. It's this button right here. This is the gallery button. So when you click the gallery button, this opens up here on the right side of your screen. You can see gallery right here. You'll want to click questions and results, and you'll want to expand it, and then make sure this arrow is pointing down, and you'll see in the next slide that it will show you the different questions and results formats. Okay, so I expanded them. You can see it comes down here, and then also I zoomed in over here so you can see what it looks like. So you can filter, and then it shows you some different results and some different question formats that you can use. So you'll drag and drop the ones that you want right onto your Mimio slideshow, and you'll go right from there. So as you can see, I dragged a 4-option multiple choice question and a 3D bar graph right off the gallery over here, dragged it right onto my slideshow, and then they popped up. Then you're going to enter your question along with the answers. Okay, so once your questions and answers are good to go, then you will be able to start polling. So here you can see, here's my screen again with how many oceans there are, the question I just entered. So there are really 2 ways of starting a poll. So you can see it's green down here. I can either click this Start Polling button, or if I want to, I can click this button right here. Now, this window may pop up right here that says Select a Class. So just click Anonymous and then OK, and you'll be good to go. Once you're polling, you will see that the timer is running down here, and also you'll see the number of responses that you have received. So once you've had the set number of responses that you've wanted, so for example, I have 4 Mimio votes with me right now. So once all 4 of them have voted, I'm going to stop the poll. So to stop the poll, you can see here that after 20 seconds, all 4 of my students had answered. So I'm either going to click this button again, or you can click this one. And you can click, if you click this one to start it, you can click this one to stop it. It really doesn't matter which one you push. Just one of these 2 buttons to stop the poll. And again, you'll want to wait till all your kids have responded. So over here you can see my new screen now after I've stopped the poll. It circles the right answer. There are 5 oceans, and then it shows the results. So each of the students chose a different answer, and then the correct answer right here is the one that's got that checker pattern on it. So there are 5 oceans. It's a really cool device. Now what I'd like to do is just kind of show me doing it in real time so you can kind of get the experience rather than just watching it through slides. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and minimize everything. I'm even going to exit out of Mimio Notebook. Yes. Okay, so here I am on my desktop. So I'm going to open a Mimio Notebook file right here. So clicking Mimio Studio Notebook. You can see that now I've opened it up. So what I'm going to do is open the gallery. So again, right here, here's the gallery browser. And then you see my gallery pops up over here on the right. I'll click questions and results. And then you'll be able to see over here that I have a bunch of different results options as well as different questions. So let's keep it simple. Let's go with a 3-option multiple choice question. So again, I'm just dragging and dropping it right onto my slideshow. And maybe kind of mix it up, let's do a 3D pie chart to show our results. And you can resize and make the results bigger than the question, and whatever you want to do. You can kind of organize the layout however you see fit. And if the blue border bothers you, what you want to do is right-click and then lock it into place, and that blue border will disappear. Same thing with your results. So lock, and then that border disappears. Then I'll open my type in my question in here. So what what Mimio device do you like best? And then you can have a couple of different options. So the Mimio Teach, Mimio Vote, Mimio Pad. So again, if you're voting, you wouldn't necessarily have a right answer. You could just chart the students' responses. But let's just say we want Vote to be the right answer, because that's the best. So there you go. So you can see I have my question here, and once you click outside, that correct dot disappears. So when I'm ready, now that I've got my question here, I can go ahead and start my poll. And it's good to go. And you can't see right now, but my Mimio pads have all lit up. And I will have them all answer right now. Okay, so you can see that after 10 seconds, all 4 of the pads have responded. So I'm going to stop the vote, and you'll see this chart populate the results right away. Right there, so you can see half of the kids or half of the pads think Vote's the best, the other 2. And again, if you didn't select this as the right answer, this would not be checkered in. It would just show you the different results. So depending on what type of question you're asking. So to add multiple questions, you can just add multiple slides to your slideshow. Now, if you want them all to follow the same pattern, what you can do is you can duplicate the page. So you'll go up here to Insert, and you'll watch when I click Duplicate Page, you'll see over here a new page with pretty much the same question will go, and I can just change the text and answers. So I'm going to duplicate my page. So you can see here now page 2 is the same as page 1. Then I can change my subject right here. Let's see, what month is coldest? You know, let's make it a little more current. Let's leave it at that. What month is coldest? And then I can change my answers here too. January, June, September. Okay. So you'll want to change the answer, obviously. January would be the coldest out of those 3 months. And again, once you actually ask the question, this will change again. So say I was ready to go and wanted to ask my students this question and already pre-made it. Again, I would just click here. It will start the question. You'll see that this goes blank again. Oh. Yes. So if you have multiple classes, you'll see that pop up. So the pads will vote. We'll stop the poll, and you'll see most of the kids knew that January was the best. Again, you can either stop and start using either one of these 2 buttons right here. Of course, if you want to use different patterns, you can just open a new, go to another page of your slideshow, pick a different question style. So maybe now I want a 4 choice, and I'd like a bar graph. And again, you'll just type your text in here, type your question, type your answers, select which one's the right answer, and you'll be good to go. And then when you ask the class, you can see all 4 have responded. You stop it, it will populate the results. So Mimio Vote really is a cool tool. You can take the rest of class time to kind of look at it, get the ropes down with it. If you need to have any questions or any help about how to reserve it or anything like that, I'd be more than happy to help you. Otherwise, have fun creating. The kids really enjoy using this tool. I hope you do too.